Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Door may still be open for Steelers to bring back former All-Pro. The Pittsburgh Steelers have released some very notable names over the course of this year's offseason. Their first set of cuts saw them let go of former number 2 overall pick Mitch Trubisky. Later on they moved on from former Pro Bowler Allen Robinson. That same day, they cut former All-Pro Patrick Peterson after his first season with the team. While most of the players they cut have likely played their last snap with the team, it seems there is a chance one of them could still be brought back. During an appearance on the Steeler Nation podcast, Peterson revealed that the door may still be open for him to return to the Steelers. It was a shocking phone call, just coming off a break, but then I had an opportunity to talk to Coach Mike Tomlin. We had some great dialogue and an opportunity to really talk. Because like I said, I was just getting off a cruise, so I didn't have time to talk to him and see what came into the decision. Then later on, I had an opportunity, me and Coach Tomlin, to get on the phone and talk about some things, and the door may still be open. When the Steelers signed Peterson to a 2-year, $14 million contract last offseason, there was hope that he could help the team fix their corner issues. He had put together a solid 2022 season with the Vikings, making it seem like he still had plenty left in the tank even as he headed into his age 33 season. Peterson definitely still had something left, but he also showed signs that his age was catching up with him. He struggled a bit in coverage, allowing 13 yards per completion when targeted. However, he did find some success when moved around the defense. His struggles in coverage led the team to cut him for cap space, despite not having a replacement available on the roster. Heading into the 2024 offseason, cornerback was seen as a major area of need for the Steelers. Peterson had struggled to cover on the outside in his first season with the team, leaving Pittsburgh to seek out somebody else that could play as the second corner alongside Joey Porter Jr. With Peterson now off the roster, the team didn't really even have other options. That has changed a bit now. In the blockbuster deal that sent Diontae Johnson to the Panthers, the Steelers got Donte Jackson as part of their return. Jackson doesn't seem to be the answer as the team's second corner, but he should at least give them some depth at the position. That could leave the team still looking to add another starting outside corner this offseason. The team also still doesn't have a slot corner. Pittsburgh might be interested in bringing Peterson back to take that spot. He had more success in the slot than he did on the outside. The Steelers' corner situation is still a work in progress, despite even after a couple of notable moves at the position, and it looks like that means Peterson could still end up with a spot on the team in 2024. Trade grades: Steelers dealing WR Diontae Johnson to Panthers for starting CB Donte Jackson, higher draft pick. After weeks of speculation, the Pittsburgh Steelers traded wide receiver Diontae Johnson. Pittsburgh is dealing the veteran playmaker to the Carolina Panthers in exchange for cornerback Donte Jackson, according to NFL media. Along with Johnson, the Panthers will reportedly receive the Steelers' 240th overall pick in the draft, while Pittsburgh will receive Carolina's 178th overall pick. Both teams benefited from this trade. The Panthers get a seasoned wideout to pair with second-year quarterback Bryce Young. The Steelers acquire a starting-caliber cornerback while parting ways with a player who no longer appeared to be in their long-term plans. Johnson, 27, has led the Steelers in receptions, receiving yards, and touchdown catches since being selected by Pittsburgh in the third round of the 2019 NFL Draft. He earned his first Pro Bowl nod after catching 107 passes for 1,161 yards and 8 touchdowns, all career highs, during the 2021 season, which was Ben Roethlisberger's last in Pittsburgh. Johnson's numbers dropped off during his final 2 years with the Steelers, though. He didn't catch a touchdown pass in 2022 and last season had his lowest receiving total last season since his rookie campaign. He did catch 5 touchdowns in 2023 while helping Pittsburgh clinch a playoff berth. Like Johnson, Jackson is a part of the 2018 draft class. A second-round pick in that draft, Jackson made 76 starts in 80 regular season games for the Panthers. He had at least 2 picks in each of his first 5 seasons before that streak was snapped last season. In all, Jackson has 14 career picks, 46 passes defensed, 3 forced fumbles, and 303 tackles. So, who won this trade? Find out by checking out our grades for both teams. While Johnson is good, he had several locker room issues this past season that likely contributed to the Steelers being open to trading him. But he's nonetheless a productive player who could help Bryce Young. Based on his social media posts since being traded, it looks like Johnson is bringing a positive attitude with him to Carolina. Johnson is entering the final year of his current contract, so he will surely be motivated to play well in 2024. This should lead to good things for the Panthers. The Steelers improved their draft stock and were able to get a starting caliber cornerback in the 28-year-old Jackson, who has played on the outside his entire career. The addition of Jackson helps fill another void on the Steelers' depth chart. Furthermore, the Steelers moving up to the 178th pick is big. It allows them to be in better position to address some of their current needs that include receiver. Pittsburgh also parted ways with wideout Allen Robinson II this offseason, center, offensive tackle, and in the secondary. Steelers, Patrick Queen agreed to 3-year contract, per report. Free agent linebacker Patrick Queen told ESPN analyst Marcus Spears on Tuesday afternoon that he intends to sign a 3-year, $41 million contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers, according to ESPN reporter Adam Schefter. Queen spent the past 4 seasons with the Baltimore Ravens after being a first-round pick out of LSU, without missing a game. Last season was Queen's best to date, as he was selected to his first Pro Bowl while recording a career-high 133 tackles and 3.5 sacks. The 24-year-old is the latest free agent to agree to contract terms with a division rival during the first 2 days of negotiations ahead of NFL free agency. Baltimore and Pittsburgh consistently feature one of the fiercest rivalries in the sport, as Queen now goes from villain to hero for Steelers fans. Previously, New York Giants tailback Saquon Barkley agreed to terms with the Philadelphia Eagles. Tailback Aaron Jones defected from the Green Bay Packers to the Minnesota Vikings, and former Ravens safety Geno Stone agreed to join the Cincinnati Bengals. Queen is the Steelers' second major addition this offseason, as Pittsburgh also agreed to a deal with quarterback Russell Wilson over the weekend. The Steelers finished third in the AFC North last season, reaching the playoffs at 10-7 but still 3 games behind the division-winning Ravens. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation Patrick Queen? Leave your opinion in the comments.